देवानंदे
प्रभु जी, प्रभु जी।
ठीक है, थोड़ा ऊपर यहाँ पे रख दो उसको, यहाँ पे ऐसे रख के। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। थैंक यू। हरे कृष्णा। फेस्टिवल्स हो गए? नो, फेस्टिवल्स आर नॉट ओवर येट. Festivals are going on. It is a season of festival, na? In Indian calendar, there are 4 months which are very very special, which we call as Chaturmas. Jai Shri Shri Gandhari Gandhari Shriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. These 4 months are called as Chaturmas, and majority of our festival are coming into that only. Like starts from the Shravan and all these different festivals and end with Kartik. This is Kartik month going on as per Purnimant calendar. So in this Kartik month, maximum festival, Dashera comes, Diwali comes. Diwali is the king of the festivals, right? And moreover that, our Sundays are also like a festival. So everybody will be now eagerly waiting when Sunday comes. People will be waiting eagerly to Sunday to sleep off. But here, we are more excited, more enthusiastic on Sundays. Everybody will come to meet eagerly, to talk to each other and meet all the Vaishnavas and saints. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Please check what's happening. Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Wait. Hare Krishna. It works? It should work.
No lead. One mic have to keep it.
Yeah, just give it to him. We'll check out what to do.
This mic.
Hare Krishna. So welcome to our Sunday festival. Sunday festival of Gita class. Hare Krishna. So we'll start up now with prayers. Okay. So devotees can come little forward so that people who are coming late, they can sit behind. No? Okay. What is this happening? Okay. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Please repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Is that working, Prabhu? Okay, fine. We'll have lots of discussion today also. Okay? Okay. So we are dedicating today's session to Srila Prabhupada, who by his own character, his own activities, showed that he is the real self-realized person, the person who has all the senses in control and who is worthy of being a Jagat Guru. So we are dedicating this session to him, in which we are going to discuss about mind. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji. Okay. So what we are going to look into this lecture is, so what mind is. Of course, we have got questions here, lots of. What is the mind? Of course, we have one Mataji here who is studying psychiatry, you know. Yeah. So she will vouch for whatever statements I am telling from Srimad Shastras, and she is studying in her modern school books actually. Yeah. So what is mind and how it works? You know? How the mind has to be dealt with, how it should be controlled. There's a big question. No? People talk about, there's seminars, big seminars, highly paid seminars they are happening. Talking about how to control mind, how to control yourself, how to control the body, how to control habits and everything. So mind is very important element in our body. See, it's not so easy to control mind. How many of you feel how many of you agree with me? It's not easy to control mind. Everybody, ना? आप सारे mind के बलि हो, victim of minds. Yes, me too. Yeah, we are victim of minds. It is said in Shastra, Mano madhukaro megho, madhyapo matkuno marut. Mano madhukara, madhyapo, megha, matkuno matlab khatmal, and marut. These are the ones who are very chanchal, cannot be controlled. What are these? Man, madhukar means वो आता है ना बी, मधुकर, मेघ, the clouds can't control. मध्यपी पहले माइंड को कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते, उसने पी लिया उसने, डिफिकल्ट है. सो मद्यपी, मतकुंड एंड मरुत, एयर, वी कैन नॉट कंट्रोल. एंड ऑफकोर्स आफ्टर दैट मदो, मरकटो, मत्स्य, मकर, ये सारे जो म है ना, सारे चंचल है. मकारा, चंचला, मता, है ना. सो इन दैट माइंड इज द प्राइम मोस्ट वन, cannot be controlled at all, and people are suffering because of that. You know, whatever we think, अरे क्लास में बैठे हम लोग, we are sitting in the class, but yes, it is taking us everywhere, everywhere in the world. You know, we sat in the class, but how many of you gone even out of station, अपने hometown, just last week I went, you know, it happens. We are sitting in one place, but it doesn't allow us to sit there. You know, and mind's character is that whatever you do, it will exactly opposite to you. अरे नो नो, why you are sitting here? क्यों आना इधर, क्या sitting? अरे it's better if we are sitting somewhere. ना मूवी चले जाते यार, अच्छा था. So mind will always tell you something which is, and when you go to movie, and you say, अरे what Prabhuji would have told such a nice things there, na? And it will not allow you to settle into neither into class nor in the movie also. In the movie also, he will tell, अरे नहीं नहीं वहाँ पे जाना है. So mind is such a kind of rascal that he will never allow us to sit in one place peacefully. Neither he will sit. You know? What is the mind actually? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha. We'll chant this shloka? Okay, repeat with me. Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha अहंकार इति यम में भिन्ना प्रकृतिर अष्टधा. Okay, quickly raise your hand who wants to read the translation. Okay, give it to him. Mike man cannot read.
Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and false ego. Altogether, these 8 constitute my separated material energies.
Yeah. So what is this? This is the separated energy. What are the separated energies? Bhumi, Apo, Nalo, Vayu, Kham. Okay, 5 elements you know that. कि मतलब पंच महाभूत विषय है ना, अग्नि वायु जल, अग्नि वायु जल, पृथ्वी आकाश. All these are Krishna's भिन्न energy, energy which is separated, है ना. So this is Krishna's energy only, but these are not just a list here, ends here. List continues to mind, intelligence and false ego. These are also Krishna's energy. You know? When you tell me, whatever is Krishna's energy, do we have a capacity to control it? This is much, much powerful than what we have. You know? It's not at all possible for us to control the mind with our own capacities, because this is Krishna's energy. Bhumi apo nalo vayu kham mano buddhiraja. You know? So these are the things which are which is now, it's not just only mind, there is another entity there. Of course, Bhumi apo nalo vayu, they constitute what? Okay, we have seen something before. Bhumi apo nalo vayu, they constitute what? In our body. What is the presence of this? Of course, anybody knows, we have seen one class, right? First class or second class, who was there? How is our bodies made of? Body is made of? 5 elements. That's all? How many bodies you have got? 3 bodies. Really? Okay. Can you tell? Physical body?
Soul body?
Wonderful. So what is the gross body is made of? Pancha. Or what is the subtle body is made of? Mind, intelligence and ego. Hare Krishna. We'll wait. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's first time I'm seeing so much load shedding here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So subtle body is made of mind, intelligence and ego. and our gross body, which is made of 5, this one. And what is in the subtle body? We have seen mind. Okay, mind we have seen, right? Huh? What about intelligence?
Prabhuji, emotions also.
Emotions also, right? Where are the emotions then? What is the position of emotion in our whole constitution? Yeah? Subtle body? Emotions are in subtle body, correct? Okay, nice, perfect answer. Okay, we can easily understand when mind is talking. You heard mind talking? Mind talks, right? You know? When you sit quietly, peacefully, we see that mind is talking. Have you seen intelligence talking? Okay, I'll give you one example. In your life, just remember one place where you have seen there are two voices coming in your heart. है ना? द्विधा मनस्थिति बोलते हैं उसको, मतलब duality of the mind, duality of, मतलब what is it? Dual situation. Whether shall I do this or do that? Happens? Any times? Many times. You know, if it happened, please raise your hand and let me know. Happened? You know? Anybody's experienced that? Never kind of this happened. प्रभु जी कभी नहीं सुनाई दिया मेरे को आवाज अंदर में. Is there anybody? Everybody has heard a voice, and everybody has two voices also. You know, we have a, take an example of a man who is having diabetes and is going to marriage, and where 56 bhog is there nicely, and all this puri, sabji, this, that, vagara vagara karte karte, at the end he comes to the counter of dessert. And what is that counter of dessert? What all things are there? Huh? Gulab Jamun is there. अच्छा अभी गए थे शादी में ना? शादी में सब लोग गए थे. So what are things are that dessert? So many dessert. And now what this man is doing, his plate is full of prasadam, and he's thinking. Now he's hearing two voices. Whether shall I take it or not take it? Two questions. And what? And if it is to be taking, the voice, one voice says, "Hey, take." Who's talking? Mind, huh? And who's saying, "Hey, don't take." Who's talking? Mind tells, "Hey, you have so many days. You have not taken gulab jam, man. And you should take. You can take. Anyway, your sugar is in control. One only, no. Nothing happens. Just one. Who sees? Today is a cheat day, man. Today is a cheat day. Gym people have cheat day. What is cheat day? बोले पूरा महीना भर वो डाइट कंट्रोल करेंगे, एक दिन पूरा हट देंगे. सो दिस इज टुडे चीट डे. डायबिटीज वाले का भी चीट डे होता है कभी कभी. सो टुडे इज चीट डे, माता जी को पता है. सो नो दिस एंड अनदर वॉइस व्हाट ही सेज, नो डोंट टेक, इट्स वेरी टफ टू कंट्रोल शुगर, अगेन यू हैव टू टेक पेनिसिलिन. एंड व्हाट इज दैट? नॉट पेनिसिलिन, व्हाट इज दैट? इंसुलिन, सॉरी. इंसुलिन लेना पड़ेगा, है ना. So, he will tell all these things, and sugar is not controlled or not difficult control, and all things he will tell. So like this, these are the two voices coming from our hearts. And who wins?
Mind.
If we take, mind wins, and if we don't take, intelligence wins. So what we have to do is, we have to make our intelligence stronger. Okay, we'll talk about it. And how mind works. Mind works on two phenomena, like and dislike. The decision making for mind, the principle for decision making for the mind is whether you like it or not like it. Gulab jam, you like it, please take it. He will talk about it. He will not talk anything rational. Rationalism is a department for intelligence. Intelligence tell, engineering लेना है या फिर डॉक्टरी लेना है? What to take? Intelligence will tell. Mind will tell, nahi, I like this, I will take this. My mind will talk about what I like, what I don't like. Intelligence will tell, paisa ज़्यादा है भाई उसमें, IT लेना है, all Bangalore is full of ITs. So take. So it will talk about it. Intelligence will tell what's rational, what's logical. But mind likes and dislikes. So mind based on that. So what is that which influences our mind to work on? So mind works on decision making. The influence for mind is actually it is the samskaras that we have gone through. Mind takes decision of likes and dislikes based on whatever sanskaras we have gone through. Of course, what all sanskaras we go through and what all things which are making sanskaras on us. What is sanskara actually? Tendencies, है ना. अगर कोई somebody tells ना कि अरे कोई घर में आके पैर छू लेता है ना, अरे अच्छे संस्कार है भाई. And somebody will say अरे, and somebody will talk arrogantly, then क्या संस्कार है? Sanskar word is like that only. It is a curse also, it is a praise also. Sanskar. And whatever you do, it will go back to your sanskar. अरे अच्छा संस्कारी लड़का है. अरे नहीं क्या लड़की है. संस्कार. And what makes the sanskaras? What we are hearing and learning from our childhood. Yeah. Upbringing is sanskar. And that decides what we are going to do and what we are not going to do. Yeah. And what else? Our upbringing is our parents, what we are teaching, what they are teaching, parents they are teaching, our grandparents are teaching, and what they are teaching in school also. Once we were doing some kirtan, करते ना IBC में we are doing kirtan, but devotees were dancing, a small kid, like इसके भी छोटा, मतलब ऐसा रहेगा. He started coming, and devotees kid, initiated devotee properly practicing since childhood of the boy, they are practicing. And that small kid is coming and doing disco dance. Who is teaching all these things? Parents will never teach all these things because they are not doing disco dance. They don't have TV at all in a home. Then what? Where this boy will do disco dance? Kar raha hai? Kahan se aa raha hai disco dance? And such a kind of moves, nobody has seen it. So where is coming from? Sanskaras. Where is sanskaras coming from? Either into TVs or into schools or somewhere here. Previous Janma also, yeah. So yeah, sanskaras, they take part. Yeah, previous Janma sanskaras are there. Sanskaras by our family members. Sanskaras, what we see. Most of our influence is coming from the TV, YouTube, advertisements and all these things. What happens? This 5 seconds ad, na? Suddenly you are watching YouTube and 2 minutes ad will come. What will, एक मतलब बड़ा क्लास सुन रहे हम लोग अच्छे संस्कार लेने के लिए, उसमें 2 मिनट की ad आ जाती है. And it will show all the nonsense things to you on YouTube, or maybe on the TV also. And this 2 minutes video will do a major impact in our intelligence, a major impact on our consciousness. One product coming again and again and again and again and again and again. And what? When we go to the shop, we purchase that product only. We don't ask anything else. We go to shop and we ask that only. So this is the power of sanskar, power of what we are watching. So we should be very, very careful what we are watching. So mind, it takes the impressions. Sanskar are the impressions in our mind. What all things we are coming through. Of course, these impressions are long lasting. Impressions don't go so easily, what mind picks up. Mind is like a camera. It keeps on accepting, it keeps on catching everywhere from all the senses. It has, camera has a lens and a mic and all these things. Our mind has a help of all 5 senses, and it keeps on capturing everything, recording everything without any miss. So it takes it, and mind is recording all the things. Whatever we dream in a night, whatever we see in the daytime is a mixture of that. We see there is a mountain. We see there is a mountain, and we see there is a gold, and it mixes up and says it gives a dream of what? A golden mountain. Anybody has seen golden mountain? No, but mind makes it up. Mind shows all these dreams to you, based on all this. So mind, of course, we have, there is one guy, Shreyas kahan chala gaya? But there is where we have a devotee, Chaitanya is there. He knows, he edits lots of videos. What software you use for editing videos? Video editing softwares? What is the best video editing software, Adobe? Premiere Pro? No. Best video editing software is mind. It's capturing everything. and it will not show everything as it is. It will edit and show you. Raw video footage is not available at all in your hard disk. Everything is edited. We see a movie which is already recorded, but it's again recorded in our intelligence, our memory there. And what happens? It is edited. When that hero is there, that hero is trimmed out, and you are put into that. Maybe heroine is trimmed out, and you are put into that, and whole movie plays again, isn't it? So it happens, and without anything it happens. Whatever we are learning, whatever is edited and put into that. Everything. If you are, what happened once? Once my experience I will tell you. We not just movies, we hear something that also is recorded. एक लड़का आया था, and in my council is, he came after long vacation. दिवाली के लिए चला गया था घर और वापस आ गया था अकेला, आया था 2 बन के, मतलब अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ही वेंट अलोन एंड फादर बॉट हिम इनटू, जबरदस्ती का शादी करा के भेज दिया और आके मेरे पास बोला, ही वाज कमिंग एंड क्राइंग, प्रभु जी क्या हो गया, माय फादर जबरदस्ती मेरा शादी करा दिया, एंड दिस एंड आई वाज क्राइंग एंड आई वाज कंसोलिंग, बेटा ठीक है हो गया, क्या कर सकता है तुम, एंड ऑल दिस थिंग, एंड कंसोलिंग. एंड दैट नाइट आई स्लीप्ट एंड वीडियो गॉट एडिटेड. And instead of that boy, it was me. And he was talking to his counselor. I was talking to my counselor. Sorry, क्या हो गया? And I was completely in a sweat and came at Prabhu ji. And suddenly in the midnight I woke up and I said, अरे क्या संस्कार ले रहे हैं हम लोग? I started chanting immediately to clear it off. So it happens. Mind is the best editor. It edits out and puts you into that.
Camera has an SD card, but it gets filled after some time. But our mind has an unlimited SD card. It will fill up till
Nobody knows how much kind of terabyte data is there or in your mind, whatever memory is, a brain there. How mind functions. Function of the mind is like this. It comes in acronym like this. What is mind? M. M stands for how mind works. It magnifies. Whatever it's seen, it magnifies the problem. Oh, sorry, it's happening again and again. You tell na, sometimes you are not able to see very if it is. Okay. What mind does? M for magnification, I for infinite thought. These are all characteristics of mind. N for never in present. D for distraction, and S for stress. Magnifies. Mind will never allow you to see the reality. Whatever you see, it's magnified. We have a small video here, I'll show you. Right? Play.
अरे विवेक, I want to talk to you something. Yes sir. चलो अभी तो तुम निकलो, मंडे को बात करते हैं. ओके? पता नहीं सर को क्या बात करनी. कहीं मेरा प्रोजेक्ट तो नहीं चेंज होगा, कहीं मेरा रिव्यू तो नहीं है मंडे को, बॉस को कहीं पता तो नहीं लग गया. मैं अपनी मंथली पीपीटी अपने इंटर्न से बनवा. सर, हाँ, सर आप कह रहे थे कुछ जरूरी बात करनी है. अरे हाँ, मैं कह रहा था तुम शादी कब कर रहे हो? के लिए आ रही है. सर ये बात करनी थी आपको. हाँ यही कह रहा था. चलो चाय पी के आते हैं.
It happens, So mind will always magnify this thing. छोटी सी चीज होती है. अरे why she said like this? It happens. We are chanting and all. Suddenly we are chanting and sitting in the morning time. It happens. We are sitting and chanting, and everybody is sitting chanting, and we are saying, अरे धोती, हाँ मेरी धोती जैसे लग रही है धोती. Looks like just mine. Okay. So why this devotee will take my dhoti? Okay, he's taken. Okay, he would have deliberately taken. He would not have washed his dhoti. Lazy man, na? It elaborates. This he will just give one pop up, and mind will start elaborating. Ah, arey, he's taken dhoti. Maybe he's like that only. Arey, that person's mobile is lost. Maybe that also is with him only. So mind will keep on elaborating things until it become bhasmasur. Mind will not give these things, correct idea of things. And mind is never in present. Okay? We'll take a small experiment now. You can tell me, when we started this class, how many of you went in the past memories? It happened? Past memories, कल के बारे में सोचा होगा अपने, you thought about yesterday, happened? Anybody? Everybody? Anybody? No, you have thought, no? This is kind of, we call it as a attentive hearing in the class. Is it like that? Everybody is instantly telling, yes, I thought of something. Yes, this is not your fault. This is the fault of mind. You are not a victim here. Of course, you are not a fault. You are the victim actually. So it's never in the present. Actually, mind is the bird of two wings. Mind has two wings. What? Mind has a past and is a future. Either he will take you in the past or he will take you in the future. अरे कल क्या हुआ था, परसों क्या हुआ था, last month what happened? जन्माष्टमी, this Prabhuji was dancing very nicely. Okay, बहुत पूछल देते हैं. आज क्या है? These things mind will always take. And otherwise, mind will take in the future. अगली जन्माष्टमी, अगले साल के बारे में अभी सोचने लगेंगे. ऐसा करेंगे, वैसा करेंगे, है ना? Mind will always keep you disturbed, not in the present. It will always take you out of it. We call it as absent-minded. Mind is absent, but where it is going? It is either going to past or into future. It's always making plan. अरे ऐसा करेंगे, we'll do this, we'll do that, and all this. Never allow you to be in the present. This is what mind. And mind will distract you. You are having a book in front of you. होता है ना? You have a book in front of you and you are thinking of somebody else. No, not somebody else. Something else maybe. Sincere बच्चे. अभी छोटे हैं लोग. बड़े होने का पता चल जाएगा इनको. है ना? So you think of something else when your book is in hand. and 1 घंटा हो गया, 2 घंटा हो गया, एक ही पेज, same page you are there. Why? It distracts. Who is working here? Mind. Mind is making you a victim. He is never able to focus. Just, you are sitting here. Of course, we'll take a small practical example now. All of you, now close your eyes. Okay? And just observe what's happening. We will do this for just a minute. Okay, 1 minute we'll do. And you have to observe what's happening inside. Don't react. Last 15 minutes, seconds. Yes, Hare Krishna. Now, we'll rotate mic and you have to tell what all things came to your mind. Has anybody courage to talk about it? Okay. वहाँ से ऑफ हो गया होगा, ऑन करना पड़ेगा. वहाँ से बेस, उसका बेस सिस्टम है ना, उसको ऑन करना पड़ेगा. रिसीवर ऑन करना है. रिसीवर ऑन करना है बस उतना. ओके, ठीक है. यू टेल लाइक दिस.
प्रभु जी, आपने जब बोला लास्ट 50 सेकंड्स मैंने टाइम गिनना शुरू.
See, I told him to just to focus, don't react. And 15 seconds, and he started reacting. And mind will give lots of pop-ups. 1 idea, 2 idea, 3 idea. It is said that mind generates 10,000 idea every minute. Idea generations. He is thinking about prasadam, है ना? कब class खत्म होगा and he will go to the line and he is thinking, oh prasadam, what is the today I will take prasadam first in the line. Last time नहीं मिला था ना? We will think all this, you know. ना प्रभु जी ने क्या है वो लेके आए थे गुलाब जाम खत्म हो गए थे last time नहीं मिला. So mind will take you everywhere, you know. It will not allow you to stand in one place. Distracts. You know what happens when we start chanting? Oh, of course, all of you are chanting, right? While chanting, you feel that we are started chanting with the full focus, and when the mala finishes, our mind is somewhere else. You know, simple principle is what you chant the mantra and hear. Is there any task to do for the mind? Nothing. Mind को कुछ काम ही नहीं है वहाँ पे, zero. But still, mind takes you all the places. है ना? And when mala finishes, 108 japa happens, you would have thought so many things. And you don't know even when it started. You don't know even when it started. You know, anybody has observed कि हाँ, at this moment, this point, my mind went here and there. Did you observe? And sometimes some people observe, they are very lucky. If somebody is able to observe, when this mind is getting distracted, is lucky. That means he is little aware and conscious about mind's activity. But many times we are not conscious. When our mind drifts away, very very smooth, you know, like a fish comes in hand and just passes. Irrigation. Yep. So like that mind tricks us, you know. See, in a japa time we don't have to do anything. We just have. Look, mind will keep up giving pop-ups like tick, 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 like you had done, 15 seconds, 1 minute. Mind gives lots of pop-ups. What we have to do? We don't have to react on it. We don't have to process them. That's the thing. But when we start processing it, it starts taking us everywhere else. And what happens after that? It increases the anxiety. Like we saw in video. It's thinking and thinking and thinking. Look, analysis से paralysis हो जाता है बोलते हैं. You do so much analysis of something and thinking, अरे paralysis, अरे क्या हो जाएगा? There's a story, there's a incident in Belgaum happened. One man, you know, the corona time, you know, he got a news that his wife got corona, and she's admitted. And he started thinking, and he got heart attack, and he passed away. His wife came out after she cured out of corona and came out safely and all. But this person just thinking itself, he gave up his life. Happens. Mind worsens our situation. You know, of course, mind affects our body. Mind affects our senses because it's strongly coupled. You know how it is coupled. We'll talk about it. But yes, mind has strong connection to our body, and whatever emotions that mind has, gets reflected in our body. You know, both सोचते, you know, there's so much stress in the office. What happens? You know, we forget to eat food also. Take an example simply here. You know, somebody's you got a loss in your business. 10 crore का घाटा हो गया. What will happen? Suddenly you get a nice dish, your favorite dish comes in front of you. Will you be able to eat it? Relish it? No, because there is a big loss and you are not in this mind to eat. You know? So people, they lose their weight and everything will happen just because their mind is not present. Mind is having distress. You know, and it, you know, my doctor friend, he used to tell, Prabhuji, if a doctor has to earn nicely now, he has to expertise only one disease, stress. That's all. पूरी जिंदगी कभी भी भूखा नहीं रहेगा डॉक्टर बोला. You know, just one disease, stress, and that is rampant on today's world. You know, stress, and stress will cause so many different problems in the body. One can handle stress in the life, he can live a healthy life. He will not neither have a BP, neither have a sleeping anxiety and all these things. Any what is called that sleeping disorder, something called it, right? Insomnia. He will not get all these things. You know? So, what is the situation of mind in our body? Is a friend or enemy? Who says mind is our friend? Of course, जरूरत नहीं है. Who says mind is an enemy? Total of hands are not. Who says I'm confused? But दिस इज अ ग्रे एरिया ना, कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Prabhuji, it might be both. Sometimes the mind can help us and sometimes it cannot.
Sometimes, no, sometimes this, sometimes that.
Like for the enemy, when we, as you told, when
Same
we-
person can be enemy, same person can be friend also. Huh? Either enemy or कुछ तो ठीक decide करो यार. Either you are an enemy or you are a friend. How enemy can friend means who's making you, who's thinking good about you, right? How enemy can think good about you? No, there are two different directions at all. How can one person think? You know? Yes, mind is both. Actually, how it is? Krishna says this. We will say this shloka together. बंधुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्. So same mind can be your friend, same mind can be your enemy, but in two different conditions. Okay. Anybody wants to read the shloka translation? Mataji side. Yes. सारे माइक प्रभु जी ने पकड़ लिए हैं. What is it?
For him who has conquered the mind,
Close the mic. Switch off the mic. Yeah. Read like that.
for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
Yeah. For the one who has controlled the mind, he is the best friend. है ना? Same thing. छुरी तो एक ही है. The knife is the same. Can be if somebody has expertise in cutting, he can do nice surgery. But same knife can do murder also. Mind is a simple tool. Mind is a simple tool in somebody's hand. How the person is using that we have to think. That depends on that. But difficulty is that we don't consider mind as a tool. We consider mind as our boss. है ना? वो एक हिंदी में कहावत है, मेरे मन को भाया और मैंने, डायलॉग है हिंदी मूवी का, है ना? That's what we do. And many people now, I go to the WhatsApp and I say check the status and all this thing. People have to say, many people proudly say, I do whatever my mind says. Dangerous है भाई. I do whatever your mind says, but whatever your enemy says, they are doing that is where you are going. गड्ढे में जाने वाले. I do whatever my mind says. अरे dangerous, most dangerous situation, most dangerous person. उसको पहले ही आपके ब्लॉक कर दो, कुछ भी करेगा ये बंदा. Stay away from that person. मेरे मन को भाता है वो मैं ही करता हूँ. नहीं, dangerous है ना? So we can't believe mind, है ना? So persons whose mind has to be a tool. Mind is like an instrument in our hand. If we use it, we can harness its power to the extremities. But when this mind overpowers you, it can cause your greatest of the problem. We have seen the psychos and the society who are doing so much problem in the society. They do criminal activities and all these things, and they just plead, okay, I have a psychological problem, and just escapes. But problem is there. Person's mind is not in control. That's why he is doing something nonsense which is completely against the culture also, against the morality, everything, anything is ready to do. Mind is uncontrolled. Mind will never allow us to settle in one place. Mind always says, okay, we'll do it later. मतलब chanting करना है, class के लिए आना है. अरे, what is the use of going chanting? अरे, first focus on your studies, man. First focus on your career. Study हो गया. एक लड़का था. Used to call him, Prabhu ji, come for the class, Prabhu ji. You get follow up, right? You get calls every day, right? Every Sunday. So I also used to do those calls. And Prabhu ji, please come. Prabhu ji, office है. अच्छा office है. Pressure है, Prabhu, just fresher. I'm a freshers now. Let me focus on my career. Okay, ठीक है, Prabhu ji, ठीक है. When he will come? 1 month, 4 months. Okay, ठीक है. 4 months, after 4 months, I will call him again. Prabhu ji, 4 months over, na? Settle now in office. Come to classes. No, Prabhu ji, I have to switch the company. Payment is less. I have to go. I study. Interview के लिए तैयारी करनी है. No. And again, Prabhu ji, marriage है, Prabhu ji. After 1 year, Prabhu ji, marriage हो गया. अच्छा मैरिज करनी है, अरे वाइफ को टाइम देना है प्रभु जी, इफ आई कम टू हियर वाइफ विल स्कोल्ड मी, इज नॉट गिविंग टाइम टू मी, है ना. ठीक है भाई, आफ्टर सम टाइम यू ब्रिंग, यस प्रभु जी, व्हाट नाउ, आफ्टर व्हाट प्रभु जी, बच्चे हो गए प्रभु जी. Mind will always do like this. It will always give one other reason for not doing things properly. You know? So, and all these times, you know, your spiritual life also will go off. You know, mind is like this. It will never allow you to do right thing. Krishna says, "Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, pramati balavadrudham, तस्याहं निग्रहं मन्ये वायोरिव सुदुष्करम." सिंपल श्लोक है, उसमें कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स वर्ड्स नहीं है ना. somebody read translation from back side. Read loud you can say.
The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it I think is more difficult than controlling the wind.
Who's telling this?
Arjuna.
Arjuna is telling this. And what is telling? I can control wind, but I cannot control mind. Mind is so difficult. Wind को control करना आसान है. Arjuna was the one who can build a dam with his arrows, and he's telling no, I cannot control mind. You know, Arjuna was the best archer in the world. You know, for archers, how much concentration is required? Put and shoot an arrow and all. You heard the story, right? Dronacharya was asking everybody, what you are seeing in that tree? Focus. What kind of focus is required for an archer? And that person is telling, no, I cannot control my mind. हाथ खड़े कर दिया अर्जुन ने. No, I can't. So it's very difficult. Even Arjuna cannot do. How you think you can do it? We think we can control the mind. If you think you can control the mind, see this video. This is a real life experience, right? Many of us gone through this. This ad was for something else, but yes, it's very, very fit how our mind tricks us. It will not allow us to do anything one place, and it will make us to do what he wants. Very, very obstinate. We try to control our mind. No, I should chant now nicely. 1 hour I will not think of anything else. I will take a book in my hand. Okay, 1 hour I will finish this unit. At all I will not think of anything else. No play, no game, no cricket. But 1 hour passes away and mind will take us for a trip. So mind is such a kind of abstract thing which overpowers us. And yes, life becomes so frustrated. Life becomes full of frustration like this man. So this is our situation when our mind is the boss. Mind is the boss. But what actually the situation is? This is a shloka from Kathopanishad. It talks about how our body is constituted and what is the boss of what. Now we have different things. Mind is there, intelligence is there, body is there, soul is there, and senses are there. Who is bossing whom? There is a hierarchy. It's an institution. There is a hierarchy, right? Principal is there, the teacher is there, then peon is there, registrar is there, and everybody knows their position and work on that position properly, and school works nicely. But somebody does something nonsense and tries to capture the power, and what? Everything becomes like anarchy. So like that, in our body, what is the situation? Atmanam rathim vidhi. This is a shloka from Kathopanishad, which talks about the body as a soul, body as a chariot. Atmanam rathim vidhi, shariram ratham evacha. Body is like a chariot and shariram. Body like a chariot, shariram ratham eva. Atmanam, the soul. Soul is a rathi. Rathi means the person who is a charioteer. who is running the chariot. Buddhim tu sarathim vidhi. Intelligence is the sarathi, the driver you can say. Manah pragraham evacha. And mind is the controlling whips in the hands. Indriyani hayan ahur. Haya means horses. Indriya, senses are like horses. And Vishayam Teshu Gocharan, and the Vishayam means the sense objects are like the directions to go. So it's like this. See in this picture, the chariot. Chariot is made of body. Chariot is the body. And where are you? You can see somewhere. The person.
The left hand probably. Left hand of the.
Yeah, here. No.
No.
Here.
No probably.
No. Here are you.
Yes probably.
And what is the expression there? You can see.
Horrified.
He's sitting in his horrific way. He doesn't know where he will go. Imagine. Why? Because the body is not in control. Horses are not in control. Intelligence is not in control. Mind is not in control. It is like driving a car which doesn't have brake, and steering wheel is disconnected from the wheels. You turn right, it will go left, something like that. And the car is running in the full speed. What will be the expression from behind?
God save us.
This is like that. Now, our mind is to be, the horses are like our wheels and our car. Intelligence is like a driver. Driver is not there at all. Intelligence is completely absent there. So this is the situation of us. And who is now tell me, in this situation, who is the boss? Who should be the boss? Soul should be the boss. He said, okay, turn left. But the whole chariot should turn left. Whatever he commands, it should work. Not like a mind commands and everybody commands. It happens like that with us. Now, it happens with us is like that, we just listen to the mind and end up into the wrong decision. Whenever we do some decision making, never listen to the mind. Whom we should listen? Soul. Soul is the one who makes decision, but intelligence. We have to take help of intelligence to take decision. Because the mind will always flicker. Today he will say something, tomorrow he will say something else. And the decision that we taken to yesterday, happens. Engineering lena hai, medical lena hai. While taking decision, we are so, mechanical lenge, it's a core branch. Electronics lenge, core branch. Electrical lenge, core branch. Jobs hi nahi hai usme. No jobs. And why you taken this? And I listen to so many people. I like it. You just think rationally what you have to do properly and then do core branch. Sorry. You want money, then go for the money only directly. If you are going for the core branch, don't expect money and all, don't expect job and all these things. सरकारी नौकरी करनी पड़ेगी बस. IT का glamour भूल जाओ. That's fact. Mind is like that. It will flicker, always keep postponing. Have seen in the morning, right? Snooze button. How many of you put a snooze button in the morning? While waking up? कोई अलार्म ही नहीं लगाते.
Sir, probably sometimes we can't hear it also.
That's all. But you wake up and put snooze button and wake up at 7 o'clock only.
My mummy will laugh.
Yeah, it happens. Who is asking you to put snooze button? Mind is telling. Beta, yesterday so much hard work you did. Body is paining. Take a 5-minute nap. That's all. 5 minutes only, na. You ask snooze button, and we listen to the mind. And there's an important meeting is there, important exam is there, practice match is there, flight catch करनी है. But 5 minutes snooze करते, we lose the flight, we lose the meeting, everything goes off.
Prabhuji, our mind will keep telling 5 minutes and the 5 minutes will become 1 hour.
1 hour, yeah, that happens. Because we are listening to mind. So never listens to mind. And how? Then question comes. How one should master the mind then? How become the master of the mind? Of course, we have seen mind is so powerful and all. And how to become master? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. He says, we'll read this shloka together. इंद्रियाणि पराण्याहुः इंद्रियेभ्यः परं मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः यो बुद्धे परतस्तु सः. Okay. Mic person will not read. Who will read? Please raise your hands. Yeah. Shital Mataji.
The working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than the senses. Intelligence is still higher than the mind. And he, the soul, is even higher than the intelligence.
You have to put things in the proper order. Is control. Who is controlling the mind then here? Intelligence. Actually, mind has that. Mind is sometimes. Actually, right now, mind is controlling the intelligence. What happens? We go to, the shopping mall, and we say, okay, there is a nice dish there. Something macaroni, something is there. Arey, we should not eat macaroni. Mind says, arey, you should eat macaroni. Then mind is overpowering our intelligence, and intelligence will start convincing us, why we should eat macaroni. Sometimes you think, you see, mind is talking something very, very sensible, logical. But even that is wrong, because mind is influencing the intelligence, and intelligence is corrupted by mind. And intelligence is start working to help the mind. That means intelligence is supporting the mind. And intelligence will start telling all the nonsense. Imagine Osama bin Laden, such a kind of intelligent person. But what is using his intelligence for? Making bombs, or maybe terror strike and all these things. So intelligence is corrupt, and it is supporting the nonsense ideas of the mind, and it is causing havoc. What he has to do? He has to strengthen the intelligence so that it can convince the mind that, no, you are nonsense, you are wrong. You are fool. You keep shut. And he will tell the proper thing. Intelligence is stronger, mind will get subdued. When intelligence is weak, I'm not talking about intelligence weak means he is not having PhD. Even PhD person also can have the weaker intelligence. I'm not talking about if somebody is a PhD and that means his intelligence is stronger. Intelligence means what? The ability to take the rational and correct decision. Even somebody is a judge or maybe kind of a high court judge kind of thing, but he's taking decision emotionally, that means intelligence is weak. So intelligence is stronger means what? He's taking decision rationally. लोग बोलते हैं प्रभु जी ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, इतना डिग्री कमा लिया मैंने, आप मेरे को बुद्धू बोल रहे हो. No, it is not like that. Are you able to use that intelligence? है आपके पास सुपर कंप्यूटर है आपके पास, but are you using it for taking rational decision? No. For that purpose we need training. What training we require? To think rationally and abide by those rational decisions. Morning, waking up in the morning is very nice. Brahma Muhurta, Amrut Bela, Amrut Rishta hai Brahma Muhurta mein. All this, we have heard it. Waking up Brahma Muhurta is so nice. Study is the Brahma Muhurta time is the best study. We'll never forget. So many times we have heard, Mummy would have told it, right? But still we don't wake up. Why? Intelligence is there already, but we are not using it. So we need a training for that. To subdue the mind and look after this right thing. Of course, I'll tell one story now. There is a story in America, in American folklores. They say, Native Americans, they tell the story. We have two dogs inside, they say. They say we have two dogs inside. One is a good dog, one is a bad dog. And the dog which you feed nicely more, that dog will become stronger. What is the feeding of that dog? Listening to it. And that dog will bark louder and louder. The dog which barks louder, you will feed more to him. The good dog you feed more, will bark louder. And what will happen? He will become stronger and stronger. He will dominate the bad dog, good dog. What we have to do? Who is the good dog and bad dog here in the story? Intelligence is the good dog, mind is the bad dog. And what we have to do? Always listen to.
Intelligence.
And that practice, if we do, intelligence will become stronger and stronger and stronger. First thing. Secondly, we have to train our intelligence with proper scriptures. Reading of scripture, reading of the studying the books, our previous itihasas, Puranas, that will make our intelligence stronger. And it will help us to take a proper decision in a life. Therefore, yesterday we were discussing about the story of Ramayana. The simple incident of Ramayana that Kaikeyi banishes Lord Rama into jungle. So in the small incident, how much is there to learn? How many lessons we can take it up? So reading of the scripture, analyzing them properly will help us to take decision properly. So scriptures, reading scripture is important. Reading scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, not just simply reading, studying them properly and analyzing them. It will help, will make our intelligence stronger. And then what will happen? Will subdue the mind. We have to make our intelligence stronger, and it will clear the previous impressions in our life. And what we have to do? We have to give the positive engagement to the self. So it is the positive engagement to the mind properly. Of course, mind is like a child. He will never sit still like this boy. Such a gentleman, sitting simply. But he has a positive engagement. Prabhuji kuch bol rahe, he is listening nicely. This is a positive engagement, that's why he is sitting properly there. So we have to give a mind positive engagement. If we keep him idle, it will start doing nonsense activities. So we have to give positive engagement. We have to engage him something nicer and convince him, actually, not simply engage him. We have to convince him, we have to do like this. And then chastise the mind. Whenever mind does nonsense, chastisement is must. And then only we can control it. Okay? Hare Krishna. So, any questions? We are stopping here. Questions? Yes.
Prabhuji, you told that our mind is controlled by our intelligence and our intelligence should be controlled by our soul. So how can we differentiate between mind and soul? Like we can differentiate between mind and intelligence. Mind is based on likes and dislikes. Intelligence is based on what is rational, what is not. So how does soul put on its basis?
Yeah. You have heard the voice of mind. You have heard voice of intelligence. But where is the voice of soul? People talk about Paramatma ki आवाज आती है वगैरह वगैरह. Yeah, Paramatma is there in our heart, but we'll talk about it later sometime. But what about the soul? Why are we not able to hear the voice of the soul? Any answer? No. ढकी हुई है, is covered. Sixth sense. Okay. Yeah. Why? क्या है? Soul powerful नहीं है. Okay, not correct. आपने you have heard a sound of the mic off कर दो भाई. Yeah. You have heard of the sound of the mind, sound of intelligence, but soul voice we are not hearing because you are the soul. You are the soul. You are the one who is going to take decision, whom to listen. है ना? Soul is nobody else. He is you yourself as a soul. Some people think that after some time we'll get the soul or my soul. There is nothing called my soul. It's a wrong understanding. I am the soul. I am the one who is going to take decision. Who to listen, mind or intelligence? That's how that's how the responsibilities come to us. Mind in itself is incapable of doing actions. नहीं कर सकता mind. अपने से कोई भी काम नहीं कर सकता. Intelligence is also incapable of doing anything without your permission. It's we who is giving permission to mind and intelligence to act. Of course, intelligence is there, which is to be considered, which is to be given a more control, because intelligence is rational, and we have to take call whom to listen. And intelligence will control the mind, and mind will control the senses, the indriyas. Of course, indriyas are directly in control of the mind actually. Intelligence also is not controlling the senses directly. Intelligence is controlling the senses through the agency of mind. You know? So you are the one who is taking the call. Nobody else. You are the soul. Okay, that's why you are not able to hear yourself. Okay? Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. It's like many a times we can feel the emotions or something like whenever we go to temple. So it's like a eternal happiness or eternal peace we get. Okay, and that peace is not achieved in any of the platforms of life. But the thing is, the same thing is when we do dhan, punya or something inside. Isn't like we are getting a feedback from our soul or something like, okay, this is the word like chaitana or something which gives us a feedback, okay, this the karma which or the duties which you have performed is feeding your soul.
Yeah. When you talk about this, getting feedback from the soul, or maybe like Mataji was telling, the voice of the soul, that can be the voice of the Paramatma in our heart, because we are not alone there in our heart. Our Paramatma as a Sakshi is standing there. Okay, when we talk about Paramatma in the next few, some sessions ahead, that time we'll understand that where that third voice is coming from. Sometimes we hear that third voice. That is from Paramatma, but it's very, very blur. It's not so clear right now. We are not connected. You know? So yes, that voice is coming from that. But when you are doing this good activities and all these things, they are the real reflections. You are getting it. They are the reflection from the nature, your reflection from the around. And yes, this is just because our intelligence is getting cleared. Of course, Shastra, Bhagavad Gita mentions that removing the sinful activities. If we stop doing sinful activities and do some pious activities, intelligence gets cleared. Te dvandva moha vinirmukta bhajante mam drudavrata. You know? So when somebody stops doing sinful activities and starts doing pious activities more and more, intelligence starts becoming clear, and that duality will go off. Duality will go off means intelligence is becoming stronger and stronger, will come to the proper knowledge, and yes, that will take strong decision in that scenario. Yes, when we do pious activities, we strengthen intelligence.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, I have a doubt. I feel like intelligence is only able to hold me to some extent. Like, let's say if I sit for studying, I can do it up to 3 hours. After that, there's like a point where I feel like the mind is dominating me. Like for 3 hours, I can keep distractions away, I can study, I can go on. But after some time, I feel fatigued.
How long you can keep a child sitting like? It's difficult, always difficult. Third there baith jayega wo. Little bit, little. And after some time he will just rebel. Nahi, I want to go out. I want to play at all. And then he will start doing that, like that video we saw. It will happen. With the proper discipline, you can increase that time. Okay. Now we have to. When we will give the proper training to the mind, it will start acting on your benefit. Of course, when somebody's mind is in proper control, he can do something which is unimaginable also, which is beyond our imagination. I'll tell you a story of a devotee from Russia. He came to India, and of course he has written a book called Salted Bread. He was telling this story. Russians, KGB, what they used to do, they used to put them into Siberian jail. You know, Siberia is a place where extreme cold is there, and there is no room heater there for them. Extreme chill, and devotees, they will not eat non-veg. They will eat just bread. There is no source of heat in the body and all this, nothing. And devotees will die in the situation just because of cold. And what this devotee did, when he was in the jail, there is no room heater. He was requesting, no room heater they are getting. Simple clothes they are getting. Troublesome. In the room, he had one rod. And he trained his mind to imagine that his rod is hot and I am getting the heat from that, and he hold it nicely, strong. And he was imagining that, and he controlled his mind with his thoughts. And after some time he saw there was a boils in the hand. It was really, when you are controlling the mind, even if you can control your body also in proper way. So when your mind is in proper control, you can do something which is beyond the normal capacity of the body. See, it's simple example you see. Now you say that you are difficult to control the mind and all this, but yeah, when mind comes into control, it can do unimaginable. See the example of the hero in movies, he cannot fight those goons, but suddenly he sees hero is in trouble, he will do all this fighting. Why this? It's a fact actually, it happens. When we see the extreme urgency and emergency, body will produce more power, even fight those goons. It happens. Of course, in doctors would have seen somebody who is having the withdrawal symptoms and all these things, they will become more powerful. Anybody try to control withdrawal symptoms of patient? They exert much more power than even normal human. दिखने में तो सुकड़ा दिखता है. That liquor has corrupted his body nicely, but when he comes in action, the even powerful Pelwan also cannot control him. Like that kind of happens. Body has such much power, and when mind comes into control, you can do all these unimaginable things.
In the 16th century, I saw a film. They have shown some young saints. So they burn chapati on the back of the.
Yeah.
I think you must be knowing Mr. Marathi.
Sant Jnaneshwara. He's a brother Nivruttinath.
So with the mind only.
Yeah, this is nothing spiritual. Nothing spiritual. It's just a bodily phenomena. Mind is spiritual? No. Mind is matter. Krishna says, Bhinna Prakriti Rashtada is a matter. Mind is also matter. It's nothing kind of spiritual. Mind control has nothing to do with spirituality. But still we'll talk about it because with the mind only we have to experience the spirituality, right? That's why. But anyway, after mind control and everything is just a material phenomenon. That's all. Anybody can do that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you talked about like the capacity of mind and what mind can do. So in various examples we have seen Damodar Thakur. Even he was not able to control his mind, so he pulled his eyes. He himself get blind. Okay. So the great devotees like Damodar Thakur and many like Arjuna, he said, I can control wind, but I cannot control mind. So the devotees like us, how we could practice these things and get these things into a sattvic way.
Yeah, this is the formula. We can control the mind with the practice. Krishna says, Arjuna was telling, yes, I cannot control the mind. What shall I do? Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena jagruyate. By abhyas means practice, and by detachment. Detachment from what? Detachment from the senses, detachment from the mind, the dominance of mind. We can control the mind by getting detached from the mind. Mind will tell, so many, do this, do that. Like example, like a father and child is going in the car from the busy street of MG Road. What happens? MG Road, there are so many different shops are there. A child will say, Papa, look at this. They are going in the car, there's full speed. Papa, look at that. Papa, look at the movie. Papa, there is INOX, PVR, this, that. What if father starts looking at it? What will happen? Accident. What father will say? Father will really ignore him. Ignore, that's all, ignore. Abhyas, that is called as vairagya. So after some time, child will understand, okay, he's not listening to me, he'll sit silent. So vairagya is that. We have to just get detached from the dictations of the mind, vairagya. Abhyasa means to keep listening to the intelligence. That is the practice. Practice to listen to intelligence and practice to as a detachment from the dictation of mind. And yes, you can control the mind. Okay?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
I have a question. Actually, just like others, my mind also has distraction. But from last 1 month, I have started doing meditation in the morning. The 15 minutes I do meditation. but the distractions has come down. My mind is not thinking about the bad things. So what is actually happening in mind? Why these changes are
This
coming?
is training that you are doing, giving to the mind.
Feeding the intelligence or what we are doing actually?
We are just training the mind. This is not this person is telling the dog to shut down. That's what we are doing. We are asking mind to shut down. Mind never shuts down. But this is a training time where we ask mind to shut down. Silent. So this is a training for the mind. Japa session, the mind, this is a meditation. These are the training sessions for the mind. And that time mind understands that she is not going to listen to me at all now. Let me stay silent. And this effect,
everything has increased actually.
yeah, it will work. This effect of 50 minutes chanting or maybe 50 minutes of chanting, it will help you to tackle the different difficult situations in life also. Like, that training that you have given to your mind, it will help you. Okay, japa ke time pe we are not listening to mind. When we are studying, that time also, same thing will happen. Mind will understand, this is not going to listen to me now, let me stay calm. So mind will understand. Yeah, it works. And that's what we are going to do now. Japa meditation, this is practically how to control the mind. Okay? You can collect the beads, devotees. If any question is there in between, you can ask. You can stand up, stretch your legs, go here and there, no problem, and come back. Okay. So meditation is that same thing which is, we talked about till now. Practically we are going to do it. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, can you give me mala? Mala. Thank you. Any questions? Still? By the time devotees distribute malas, we can have.
Prabhuji, like we have food for the body, what would be food for the intelligence, like you said?
Yeah. Food for intelligence is scriptures. Reading scriptures is the food for the soul. Food for the intelligence. Intelligence will become stronger when we train him with the study of Shastra, Shastric studies. Kasrat, exercise. More you flex your muscle with exercise and all these things, you become stronger and stronger. More you make your habit to read Shastras scrutinizingly, not simply blindly reading through. पारायण करते हैं ना हम लोग पारायण, रामचरितमानस का पारायण करो, वाल्मीकि रामायण का पारायण करो. It will not work. Scrutinizing study of scripture will help you to build a strength in your intelligence. Scrutinizing. Why Lord Ram did like that? Why Kunti did like this? Why Krishna did like this? Satisfy your intelligence with the proper rational answers. Like that.
Prabhuji, one recommended question. What are the do's and don'ts for chanting?
Do's and don'ts for chanting.
Yeah, quickly you can list.
Do's is just focus and hear on the mantra. Don't is don't go behind mind. That's all. Mind will keep telling you, "Arey dhoti, ye mera dhoti hai," and your chanting will get over and will not understand. Arey chanting kab khatam ho gaya? Sare mala khatam ho jayegi. It will become mechanical. That's all. Okay? So just, and of course there are so many don'ts, like do's and don'ts, how to practice, how to sit, and all these things, but they are just external. Okay. Okay. We'll chant mantra. कहाँ गया भाई? Okay. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. can keep your eyes closed and mind also shut. And just focus on the mantras which is going deeper in your heart. Close your eyes, open your heart, open your ears. Let the mantra goes deeper and deeper into your heart. Don't let any thought come in between you and that association of Krishna. These thoughts are like obstacle. Whenever mind gives some thought, remove the thoughts like an obstacle there, and focus on the vibrations coming from your lips. So we'll start chanting together in the chorus in a soft voice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Please pay attention. Keep your eyes closed. Just listen to my voice. This mantra that we are chanting is the enforcement to your energy. Yes, it is a fact that we cannot control our mind. You are experienced in it. Our mind is so strong. It is beyond our capacity. Because it is Krishna's energy only. Then where is the chance for us, poor people, to overpower the mind? But yes, it is possible when we join hands with Mahamantra. Mahamantra is also Krishna's energy. When Krishna's energy comes to aid, another Krishna's energy will subdue. Krishna only has the power to control his energy, nothing else. To let us surrender to that vibrations of holy name to control our mind. So without any hesitation, just give up all the endeavors and just surrender to the holy name. That's all. We'll chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So this was the practice, and it's not going to happen just by chanting once in a week. They chant every day. Okay? Hare Krishna. So for that we have japa sessions morning and evening. You can join, log in. Is there anybody here who is not part of our Kagdaspura group, WhatsApp group? Anybody came first time today? First time? Very good. Jai. Who brought you here?
Ah, Jai, nice. So be thankful to her. Yes, good. So yeah, you can get into our WhatsApp group so that you can get regular notification of our activities. And we are having our japa sessions early in the morning, 5:30, and also in the evening for those who cannot come, 8 o'clock. You can join those and practice this Mahamantra. Okay, so now there is a special occasion here. I like to tell you. Morning, before starting, I told this is the Kartik month and the last month of Chaturmas. Okay? So this is a very, very special, and we make it more special by specially worshipping the deities. Okay, this month is also called as a Damodar month, and is a very, very special. And this is a month governed by Srimati Radharani herself. And the vrata that this month has is called as a Urja Vrat. It gives the strength and the force and the energy to our spiritual activities. Of course, चातुर्मास में कोई मुहूर्त नहीं होता है. There is no muhurta. Muhurta is for any materialistic activities, but spiritual activity, there are so many festivals are there, and all things will be strengthened. Our spiritual power is strengthened. Our spirituality will be strengthened. Bhakti will be strengthened with these festivals. So this Kartik month is a Urja. मतलब Kartik Vrata is called as Urja Vrata. है ना? And specifically, if you ask me, प्रभु जी ये कार्तिक व्रत कैसे करेंगे? How to do this Kartik Vrata? By chanting more. This whole Kartik month is like, a springboard for us to jump ahead. There is a long jump you would have seen in Olympic. The jumper the athlete will come walking, running, and a springboard he will jump and he will take a big leap. So to leap forward, we need that strength of springboard. The Kartik month is like a springboard for us. So in this month, whatever we do spiritual activity, it will give a more benefit than in usual days. Like Amazon. And whenever festival comes, they will call for festival offer. Festival offer. So Krishna also gives those kind of offers. Amazon can give, why Krishna cannot give? He gives. It happens in two things. This Krishna's offer will come into time span also. Ki bhai, if you purchase something into particular time span, you will get extra, free. Like that. Or maybe if you particularly purchase from particular shop, you will get extra free. Like that, Krishna gives those kind of benefits. All our scripture is scattered here and there. Like, particular month, particular festival, particular tithi. When you do something spiritual activity, gives more benefit than usual. So like that, Kartik month is that springboard. Of course, like Kartik month, and that too in a dham, if we go and chant Vrindavan dham like that. So these benefits gets added up. So Kartik month that we are taking the benefit of chanting Mahamantra more and more. Maximum whatever you can do, chant. And the Kartik month, one more thing we do is the offering of the lamp to deities. यहाँ पे आप देखोगे the lamps are kept. So everybody will get chance now to take the lamp and offer to that. In center you have seen this Yashoda Damodar photo. Krishna is being tied. People know this story, right?
Yeah.
The mother Yashoda, she tries to tie Krishna with the rope. Rope becomes small, and sometime it will happen like that. Krishna will say, "Okay, tie me." Then she will be able to tie. So this is the Leela that Krishna allows his devotees to tie them. Okay, what's the time now? 38. I will not tell full story. This full story will come some other time. But yes, there is a nice understanding that Krishna can be one. The person who is the control of whole world, master of the whole world, will get bound by the devotees. Who is stronger?
Devotees.
People tell, अरे ये महामंत्र का जप, ये मंत्र का जप करोगे तो तुम भगवान बन जाओगे. Somebody will ask, प्रभु जी महामंत्र जप करने का क्या बेनिफिट मिलता है? तुम भगवान से भी स्ट्रॉन्गर बन सके. This is the benefit, and this Leela will tell. You can stronger than Krishna. You can control Krishna even. Why? Because this process of bhakti will give you the love of Krishna, and with the love only you can bind Krishna. Love of Krishna is more powerful than Krishna. Right? So this is what signifies this Damodar Leela. And with the same thing we are observing while offering the lamb to Krishna, when you will get chance to offer Krishna. So that lamp ki jyoti, in the light of the lamp, you see, observe Krishna with love. And that love will get. So like Yashoda Maya and all Vrajavasis were watching Krishna with care and love. That love we will offer to Krishna. So we are not just offering lamb to Krishna, we are offering our love. And Krishna will agree to bind by you, to get bind by you. So this is that thing. And of course this is the spiritual, the devotional aspect I am telling. But yes, there is a story in Puranas. They mentioned that once there was a temple of Vishnu, and there was a Kartik month happening. There were lots of lamps there, and people shut the door and went off in the night. Lamps were burning. One mouse came to do some nonsense there. No, mouses are not naughty, right? He was jumping here and there. He saw the lamp. He saw the wick with ghee. He likes the ghee, smell is nice. He just picked it up and started running. And with the wick was burning, his moustache starts burning. And he was just in front of the Lord. And he started rotating his mouth, his face like that. And he did arati to the Lord. Of course, with the fire he burnt off, he died. But immediately after that he became Chaturbhuj, went to Vaikuntha. By mistake he did. He went to Vaikuntha. Then when you are doing with love to Krishna, what kind of benefit you are going to get? So there's 1,000 type benefit of doing these activities. Of course, not just Pujari, now everybody will do this. Okay? And yes, I told you that pastime of Damodar and all these things we are not going to discuss here. We will be discussing that pastime and Leela in your homes. Okay, now you are experiencing how this lamp offering is happening. This is another thing is called as Kartik Damodar House Program. This is an offer from our side to you. You can organize this Kartik Damodar Aarti at your home. Call your neighbors, relatives, everything. Our team of devotees will come to your home. They will bring the Damodar photo, they will bring lamps, and you have to just call everybody. We'll do nice kirtan, Damodar Aarti, offering lamps, and yes, all of you get benefit of it. House will get purified. And yes, devotees will do some katha, they will tell pastimes, what is there, and Leela. The kirtan, Leela, and Lord's Aarti. This big package is happening. If you want to do it at your home, please contact our volunteers. They are very enthusiastic to call you, and they are very enthusiastic to come to your home and do this. Rachana Mataji is there, other devotees are there. Vijay, what is? Vijay Mataji and all, she is there. Okay. So other devotees are there. So talk to them and book your slots. It should not happen like that. Our teams are so busy and you say, "Arey Prabhuji, we can't come today. All teams are busy." No. As early as possible, book your slot in whole month. This offer is for whole month. Purnima to Purnima. Okay? This Sharad Purnima to Sharad Purnima. This is a Ras Leela. Sharad Purnima is famous for Ras Leela. So this is Ras Leela is happening. Krishna is doing whole month Ras Leela. So this Krishna is coming to your home and Kirtan is happening. Okay? So catch up your volunteers very quickly as quickly as possible and book your dates. Okay? So now, another, so one more announcement is, yeah, okay. Before we go for Aarti now, another announcement. I told you there is a festivals. The month is whole of festival. Next week we are celebrating one more festival. This is called as Swad festival. Now you tell me what we'll be doing in the Swad festival. Swad means related to prasada, more and more prasada. And what is happening there? Who is bringing the prasada?
We.
All of you can bring prasad. Prasad for whom? Bhoga for whom? For Krishna. What you have to bring? Anything your favorite dish. You are from Andhra, best dish in Andhra you can bring. You are from Bihar, you can bring the best dish from Bihar. You are from the Bengal. Who is from Bengal? Bengal is famous for the sweet dishes. Anybody from Bengal? Nobody, huh? Today? Yes, we had so many Bengalis. Durga Puja में सब चले गए घर लग रहा है. Sandesh and Mishti and all those things like that. You can bring those. So, condition is that no, without onion and garlic, you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra before preparing it. Should not make jhuta, है ना? Directly we have to भगवान को भोग, भगवान को नैवेद्य लगाने के लिए लेके आना है. ठीक है? We can bring in some disposal plate kind of thing or maybe a container kind of thing so that your vessel will not get missed. And how much you have to make? Only for Krishna. If you want to make more, of course, no possible, no problem. If you want to make many dishes, you can make many dishes and bring, no problem. है ना? So as per your capacity, you can make it and bring it to offer to Krishna. But condition is that no dish should repeat. You have to register your dish before bringing. Okay? So what dish? We are going to circulate a form. We are going to circulate a Excel sheet also in your group. So you can check out ki you have to write before somebody books your sheet, book your dish, you have to book it. Okay? Then I have to check, okay, anybody before booking my dish into the sheet, I have to see whether this has booked or not. Okay? If I am going to make poha, Maharashtra, I like poha, I will just make poha for Krishna. But somebody has made already poha there. ये भी महाराष्ट्र से, कौन महाराष्ट्र से? हाँ, ये भी महाराष्ट्र से, ये पोहा बना के लेके आ गए. Then I will make aloo poha. I will make wanga poha. All these things are allowed. Okay. Somebody is making kheer. Okay, kheer. Okay, she has made kheer. Okay, somebody else. Okay, semia kheer. What is that? Varai kheer. What is shama kheer? It is different. What is that? Carrot kheer. Sabudana kheer. So that is allowed. Okay. So of course, somebody is making a puran poli. Okay. अरे puran poli तो हो गया. I will make ubbatu. Ubbatu and puran poli is the same thing. But in Kannada they call ubbatu and in Marathi they call puran poli. So that's also okay. So yes, and we'll see who will bring the maximum number of dishes and who will bring most unique dish. Of course, everybody is unique. So next week is the Swat festival. There, all of you are going to cook for Krishna with love. Okay? Very good. And there will be next week will not be have a class. हम ये class नहीं करेंगे. थोड़ा सा gap दे देंगे. Special class होगा. We'll have special class, drama, है ना? All these things. ठीक है? Okay. So keep watching to your group. हमारा WhatsApp group जो है उसमें देखते रहिए and book your sheets, book your dishes as quickly as possible. ठीक है? Hare Krishna. Yes, any questions? टाइमिंग सेम रहेगा, विल नॉट चेंज. इस और बुक अरे इसमें कोई भी अरे मतलब बाहुबली भी रिलीज कर देगा ना तो नहीं जाएंगे हम लोग. विल बी हियर ओनली. ठीक है? ओके. प्रसाद आज का प्रसाद कहाँ? ओके. टुडे इज अ वेरी स्पेशल डे फॉर वन स्पेशल डिवोटी. 2? अच्छा, 2 लोग का बर्थडे है क्या? ओह यस. ओके. टेल देयर नेम्स ना क्विकली. माता जी अनाउंस करेगी.
One is Mukund, Mahayogi Govindas Prabhuji and Anji Mataji's son. His birthday is today. And there is one more devotee, his name is Jitendra. His family is there, so all of you can come. Jitendra, Lakshmi's mother, Lavanya, his wife, Kondiniya, his son, and Anudeep. All of you please come.